Wisnowski gets it started. And the kick comes down to Mims, who's always a threat. Not this time. He is smothered up at about the 26-yard line. The first snap was going to come from the 26-yard line as the Broncos host their first playoff game since 2015. And here they go with Nix on the run, connecting, and he's got the rookie Brock.
Talked about that last year, didn't have that same mindset. I think he does this year.
They started with Harvey on the first snap, but now they bring in McLaughlin, and they hand it off to him. They had him, Bosa had him behind the line. He was able. Pass play all the way. And Nix throws it. Goes back to Bryant. 2 catches for 27 yards.
I was looking at that again to make sure, and it was.
1st and 10. They go to a third time to Bryant. And he caught weeks ago, but he wants to be a part of this thing, and what a big addition he could be. 2nd and 5. Time for Nix. Completes it. It's the game 31-7. Here's a 1st and 10. With Nix able to dump it off to Harvey, and the rookie from Central Florida is tackled
This year, this is no bigger moment, though.
2nd and 4. Keeps it again. Blocker out in front and dives near the yardage. They're going to mark him short. Going to have another 3rd and return after that opening kickoff collision. Look at this. Out of the shotgun. Now he steps up under center. Easily has the first down. Powered right behind Alex. They've already picked up 4 first downs in 6.5 minutes of action. McLaughlin fumbles the football.
Any trickery, whatever you want. But I would motion the fullback back in, thank you.
Harvey, the running back. Nix, the ball carrier. Decked back at the 10-yard line. Continues to wait his turn. Approaching the midway point of the first quarter. 2nd and 6 to the end zone. Oh, it's the perfect pass. And little. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Bills rush forward to the end zone, and he was trying to connect with Ingram. And after the short field goal attempt, 28 yards is all it is. There's Lutz putting the first points of the divisional round on the board.
A little bit there.
Here's the Lutz boot down to the 5. It's Davis. And he is ridden down by the first team.
Defenses all over the place, incredible.
Their first snap is a give to Cook. And look at this running lane. Cook past the 50 and all the way down to the 42-yard line before finally.
You got to take it if you're going to win these games.
Back to Cook. Another big opening. Surtain hit him first. By the way, Curtis Samuel just brought off of last year's Defensive Player of the Year is out. Does not look good. Remember, he suffered a late season injury and missed games in November. Chris Abrams' drain comes in for him. Allen's first throw open and another snap from the 22 and a first down. It's Cook, and he slides through some traffic before Hufanga tackles him.
One of the guys they went at.
2nd and 6. Back they go at the line of scrimmage. They connect with Brandon Cooks, and he is close.
From here, Josh Allen's legs, and they're going to give the ball to Cook most likely.
1st and 10 outside of the 11. They do give it to Cook. Trying to run behind Torrance. And
their motions hurt people with the stacks and everything. You got to adjust to it.
Allen zips it down to the 7. That's all. As Singleton, one of those, able to. On 3rd and 6. Pocket is clean. Now it collapses, and Allen takes off for the end zone. And instead, Davis is the running back. Pass, open, touchdown, touchdown, Buffalo Bills, McCole Hardman. That's the same play that he's falling this time for Hardman, as he had that game winner in the Super Bowl against San Francisco. He just got brought up this week. He's been on IR. He's been on the practice squad, and they go.
Touchdowns last year in the Broncos playoff game. He's here, he knows the system, and Cooks has played forever. He's got over 50 yards with 4 different teams in the playoffs now.
How about that? So Wisnowski kicks it. Final snap here of the first quarter as each team drives for scores. A field goal on one end, touchdown on the other. Ball's on the ground. Harvey dropped it. Back it comes to Nix, who now tries to throw it, and it's in. Goes as an incompletion and a 2nd and 10 to open the second quarter. Coming after him, and he's just going to heave it incomplete. We got some key injuries to get updated by Tracy. Now, yes, and he missed time after that one, so that's a big loss for the Broncos, who have a 3rd and 10. And down the field they go. Sutton, that looks like it may have hit the ground. Cortland Sutton trying to, without Jordan Poyer, who usually starts at safety, so Lewis going in there instead of Hancock. Poyer out today, and Maxwell Hairston, the corner first rounder, also inactive. Here's the punt down to Hardman, and he makes the fair at the 37-yard line. Again, it opens with a handoff to Cook, who's able to slither his way out to about the 43. He's looking
watered down.
Not at
Denver is amazing, so are the other teams.
And he beat them all, those quarterbacks I mentioned in the regular season. Look at him take off. There wasn't a big opening, but he found one. And finally,
what a big play. You can't play man a lot against him. He'll use his legs.
They already have 75 yards on the ground on 10 rushes. Here's another one to Cook. And Cook fumbles! And the Broncos are right. Going into 10, he was shaken up while trying to dive in and get a recovery, but instead it went to the Broncos. Hufanga, and McLaughlin is ripping off a run of about 13, maybe 14.
He's the X factor. I had him
3 times. We're just 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's play action. Gonna go right back. Oh, the ball's knocked down. Knocked down by Epinesa. He almost caught it. Completions on an opening drive of a playoff game, but it only led to 3 points with the drop touchdown by Humphrey. Now Harvey hits Bishop and keeps going. Nice piece of running by
just different directions. That's big.
Forsythe did a nice job too. Bootleg time for Nix. Nix going to keep it, goes sideways, and he's held to 1 by Tre'Davious White.
And how good with him, Benford, Johnson, Bishop.
Was so happy to be returning to his original franchise and gotten better as the year's gone on. 2nd and 9, and wide open, and the catch. Threatening to drive and go up 14-3. Instead of going the other way now.
Absolute game changer. It keeps you committed to the run.
And here they go on the ground. Bills are on him. That's again Shaq Thompson with a tackle for a loss. 2nd and 12. Nix thought about it, now takes off. And he slides about a yard or 2, begins to slide a yard or 2.
Ready,
They fake the handoff to Harvey. They will sidearm pass. It's wide open to the lineman we just mentioned. Crum comes in as the University of Wyoming. Sean Payton digging into his bag of tricks.
He has called a great game.
And the extra point by Lutz is good. Playing in his first playoff game, scores a touchdown right out of Laramie, Wyoming, Laramie High School, about 130 miles from here. Here's the return by Davis. And he's across the 30 to the 33. On first down, they're going up top. And they're going way down the field, and it's just out of reach. Footing with
exact
snap counts.
Great point.
2nd and 10. They go back to Cook. Cook gets near the first. He's about a half-yard shy. And Anderson was lining up on a wing on the left, but now he'll get in position to help for the push.
Likes to go left.
And he does administer that push, and Allen has the first. Josh Allen now with 3 conversions on either 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 here in the first half.
They're taking no chances on those 3rd and shorts.
There's Cook lowering his.
They take their shots every once in a while, but for the most part, they stay in phase.
Second down to pass play. They got Cook. There's no one over there. Cook past the 50, and then to Jimbo. They call him for 24. Davis takes his place in the backfield. There's Allen in traffic, able to unload it, and he gets it to Knox.
Buffalo has looked very efficient. That was huge for Denver.
On first down. Allen, they got to him. Nowhere to hide.
Now they know you're most likely passing, so I would throw a screen or something quick.
There you go, Tony. They do. Shakir, so good after the catch. And Zach Allen comes back. Allen throws, open, caught, and even walked on the winning drive last week, and that one on 3rd and 10 to extend. First down from the 15. Cook. Ball's on the ground off the snap. Allen fields it. In trouble. Allen saw the trouble. Got a flag down. Shakes off a hit. Goes to the end zone where it's dropped. Dropped by Cole. He spent as a Bronco. 33 yards. And the kick ties the game at 10.
There's been so much going on in this first half.
Every play. Again, for the second straight week, they're not having Prater kick off. He's been battling a quad injury, so they let the punter, Wisnowski, handle these chores. He pops it down to the 3, to McLaughlin. And Jalil was finally brought down.
Stalwarts. I mean, they're basically a wall. You don't even have to help protect them ever.
Oliver in the game for that Buffalo defense, and they go to the other side away from him with Nix rolling out. Pass wide of the mark for Sutton with 1 second before.
All season on the first drive.
2nd and 10. Stepping up and throwing. Got the hook up to Ingram, but on the other side, deferred at the top, so it would be a huge stop for them. Now Denver trying to thwart that. Do a little business of their own. As Nix again rolling out and throwing. He's got the first down. Pinpointed the pass. Clock running at 1:30. And they got hit. They got to him right when he tried to throw it. And just in case, it's picked up and run out by the touchdown. Meanwhile, Nix has thrown for 89 and a touchdown. Sidearm toss and finally caught. But Day has it, and he gets shoved down by Mullins.
These have to be tough little plays.
Got another 3rd down. Approaching a minute to go.
Watch the legs.
It's open for him. There he goes. Got the first down, and finally White is there to cut off the angle. They got 56 seconds of user for the Broncos.
Ready?
Handed off on the draw. Bidet. Got a flag down as he pushed to 20. To Harvey. And he tries to split the defenders. Johnson and Benford, and a timeout's called by the Broncos after a 10-yard gain ahead in a scoring opportunity. It looks like for the Broncos before the intermission. But what do you see? Which direction is it going as far as strategy for these two head coaches?
You felt that they've gotten killed in man in this first half so far.
2nd and 10. Each team with a timeout remaining. Again, they get him rolling out and throwing. Almost hit by Lewis. One drops back. Pocket is clear, and Nix has his target.
That's a big-time throw.
2 seconds again, out of timeouts, Tom.
Got to get this ball out of bounds. You have an opportunity here up top, going up and breaking out.
So Broncos got out of that 1st and 20, and here they come in after Nix. He just throws it toward
someone right downfield. If the safety's there to make the outcut.
On 2nd and 10, he's rolling, planting, going. Here we go, Tony, to the end zone. They got it! What a call! It's Humphrey hauling it in for the Bronco touchdown. Savage was the only one in the area. Big props to you, Tony, for taking that shot on 2nd down. You said you always feel like you can do it. They did it, and they were rewarded. Little Jordan Humphrey only had 1 touchdown in the regular season. He's got one here in the post. as Davis gets it to about the 30. Just looking back in that. Tried to load it up. Better head to the sideline if he wants another play. Oh, lost the football.
That's why you never do that.
It is picked up by the Broncos, and there's time on the clock. Without committing a turnover,
That ends.
that streak ends, and it may result in 3. 50 yards it is. Lutz to end the half with a Denver 10-point lead.
Because Buffalo matches in nickel. They stay small. I'd continue that.
Here's the Lutz kick to start the third quarter. And it's Davis looking for an opening. It doesn't exist. And he's swarmed down at the third. Word of caution, both of these teams have had massive comebacks during the season. As the first play goes to Cook. And look at that defense. Pounce on him right away, including PJ.
On this drive now.
Who will take the snap from McGovern, the starter who has returned. And look at Cook. Line up right behind the right guard. Here they come, and they fumble again. They got to him from behind with Benito. And the recovery margin this year, they were -3, but still had that 14-3 record. Here's a 1st and 10. Out of the backfield they go. Harvey. He is hit and goes on. Milano did not get him down.
3. 2-score game for 3. At home with your defense, huge.
2nd and 4. Can they hold them to a field goal? Here is the tackle by Taron Johnson. Harvey picks just outside the 10. McLaughlin's in the backfield. They toss it to him. McLaughlin. Bills are waiting for him, and he was able to slip through one tackle, but not a second, as Walker ends it.
Mental things correct, and they are winning that battle by a large margin so
Which
far.
Sean Payton said to his team this week on Friday to practice, be brilliant at the basics. And there's Lutz, and that's just inside the right upright, and 227 snaps without a turnover.
And then
2 of his last 3. Davis, who had a 97-yard return for a touchdown this year against Houston. No chance. How about Key? Adding to hit. So 13 points off the turnovers, the difference in the game right now. First down, it comes over, and it's through the hands of Cook. I mean, they're running the ball effectively with Cook already. Shotgun instead. He's got time. Flips it. Got it. Kincaid's first catch, and he adds some rack yardage. 5.
boy, did they need that.
They do go back to Cook. And Cook waits for something to open up. Not much there. Singleton, who was the one who knocked it loose from Cook. He's got an open man. Kincaid again. And he bounces around with Mark.
Special to get him in this situation.
There they go. Pushing the head. And it looks like he's got the first, which will be the 4th time. It is a first. 4th time that has worked in 4. 1st and 10. Again. Oh, what a hit by Hufanga on Knox, who somehow held on for an 8-yard gain. Vance Joseph says when he comes to the party, talking about Hufanga, his presence is felt. Look at Cook making his presence felt as he had to re-clutch the football with Locke trying to strip it away from him 50 yards. In the red zone.
Pressure.
Pass away. And 4th catch of the game for Shakir. Goes on. They saw Keon Coleman is in here. Kincaid on a wing. Quick toss. It's Coleman. Sidesteps the defender and slides in for the touchdown.
Buffalo today than that.
So Prater with the extra point. And the kick is good. Make it a 6-point lead now for Denver to that final quarter.
You're not kidding.
For these teams and their fan bases.
Yes.
Trust me.
Coming after him now. I'm telling you, the second half.
Pass incomplete. The pressure influenced that one.
We said it before.
That touchdown before the intermission because he was injured. There's Milano on Harvey. And Bishop comes over to assist. And they hold him to about 5.
Yeah, to Tracy's point, though, I think it showed play man-to-man and play tight coverage, drop one of these safeties in, him or him.
On 3rd and 5, Bills rush 4. Pass is intercepted. Oh, look at one of the linemen just. Little pass behind the line of scrimmage, and the Broncos are wise to it. McMillan made the play on Shakir, who caught 7
of his own. You got to be able to put that aside and come back.
2nd and 14. Deep ball down the field, and he is intercepted by Locke. Locke jumps right in front of the receiver.